Welcome back to another episode of the Ark Adventure Vlog, Episode 5. I am Jade Monkey, and today we have something special. We have a two-parter. This will be touching base on PvP building, and more specifically for Extinction here on this server. Alright, we're down here at South Base. This is where everybody collects or comes to join the tribe. First things first, we have to set up the perimeter. We have quite a few things going on here. Let me pull the camera back. This is kind of the base as it stands now. Very haphazard. It got blown up many times, and if you've seen the previous episode, you'll see the guys that were the culprits of this mess that kept blowing up the base. They got smashed. So you want to check that out, go ahead and I guess I'll put the link up in the cards in the upper right hand corner here and in the description below. Alright, so checking out the area. So I thought I'd do a little piece on building up some of the base and the perimeter here. So I know this location isn't the best. As a matter of fact, we have the low ground down here. You can see, yeah, we actually had somebody, one of the viewers, I think, build this base right up here. So not the best to build right on top of us like that. Not to mention this guy killed some of the spawns back there. I'm sure he didn't mean it, so I guess I'll just have to talk to him, or we'll have to merge and then demolish that stuff. But anyways, ignoring that, if we look at the perimeter, we've had quite a few problems with wild animals coming at us. So we're going to add some perimeter, just a little bit of perimeter defense, maybe some spike walls. I'm not a huge fan of those, but they'll work for now. And we're going to add a second layer to this base down here. Let me go ahead and kind of walk through this. Alright, so another major thing we have to do out here is make sure... Oh look, it's Alex. We have to make sure that we have access from the water, because I've suggested that a lot of people come down here using rafts and beds. It's a great way to stay alive and stay off the terrain, because the environment will just shred you. So it's important we still have access via water here. You can see a little sign up here. It says Boyfriend Squad. So first things first, let's go through and I'll give you a little tour of the inside. Okay, so this is the base. We've got roughly, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, a 2x4, and varying sizes and heights here. One of the major things you have to do, and this is of anything, is you look at a structure and your softest point is always, if you're looking at hit points, is always going to be the door. You're looking at 6,250, and if you look at walls, you're looking at 10,000. Now, different tiers have different resistances to different types of attacks. So obviously metal resists explosions the most, stone does not, and wood can be chopped up with, stone and wood can be chopped up with metal tools. So always keep that in mind. So if your door is your weakest point and your walls, you're looking at 10,000, and then the foundation's like what, 15,000 points? People are always going to come through the door. Whether this is stone or wood, people always come through the door. So a big thing that I pretty much, unless it's an emergency, you'll hear me say airlock or honeycomb the doorways. And it's just that. I mean, if you've seen an airlock on a submarine or a boat, they literally have one door, a room, and then one more door. Any entryway in the base should always have an airlock, because it's always your softest point. Who's this dead person? Or unconscious person? Oh, it's Doach. What's up, buddy? We saved your life earlier, and Aliosaur was attacking the base. So the big thing is having airlocks. And we do have a hatch at the top here. Oh, and another big thing I like to do. Wood ladders. So if people are trying to go vertical on an attack on your base, they can't really do that with explosives because they'll blow up the ladder. So if you keep a wooden ladder attached to anything, it makes it really hard to blow up a hatch frame and go up to the top. Now, if you've noticed up here, this is not airlocked. This is also an entry point. You're looking at 6,250 points, same as the door. So again, you know, it was the Straits of Dire. It was an emergency. We were getting attacked and we had Aliosaurus. It got crazy. So the plan was to have this up here as more storage and processing, and then have downstairs be more like input. People come in, unload. So that also brings up another interesting point, or I would say talking point for this, is know what your workflow is on your base. You don't want to have a lot of things gumming up the entryway if you can help it. I understand that things get dicey. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to survive. Again, this base isn't very large. There's not a lot of flat land. And I definitely wanted to make a total box first to protect everybody instead of making a big platform and not being able to protect anybody or tames or carry loot. And we have been attacked a lot. So the game plan here is to add a type of processing on the second floor and have this more of your... So let's say I had a bunch of materials. I would come in, unload, right? Maybe grab some food, and then I'd be out. And then hopefully, if we plan this right, the second floor will have processing and easy access to the boxes or materials on that first floor, so you don't have to keep going up and down. Because that's wasted time. So hopefully, we can create some sort of up and down mechanism. Usually having a vault can help, or even like sometimes putting things on catwalks and then having these little hatches open so you can reach through the bottom of the floor to grab things. Something attacking the bird. Oh, somebody died. Alex, no! So I'm kind of thinking here, if we're going to put down this vault, maybe a good way to do the up and down is to maybe put some, and I'm not a big fan of this because ceilings are not, they don't have as many hit points as a floor. 15,000, that's nice. But this vault is about a 2x2. It's more like a 1.5 and a 1.5, and then it's 4 tall. But the beauty of a vault is if the foundation, floor, or ceiling gets knocked out, the vault just falls straight to the bottom. And it's a great form of honeycomb or insulation around the base. So what I'm thinking is possibly putting some ceilings here out, and it would have to be to the tune of 2, and that's kind of a lot. And then some sort of doorway here that people can, as they come in this room here, they can open the door, come in, you're in the airlock, and then you can unload through a doorway. This box would be gone here. That way, since it's 4 stories taller, I should say just 4 blocks tall. Hopefully I can get up here. It should stand up here to the point where the person on the second floor can just reach into the vault, grab it, and then do smithy things, processing, smelting, you name it. So the idea here is to add that vault on the side, not only for security, because the vault has tons and tons of hit points, but it'll create kind of a way for us to pass resources in from the first floor to the second floor processing. And it should add another hardy layer, an airlock for that top hatch there on the top. I think we can see it from here. Let me see, it's kind of dark. Sorry if it's too dark. It's right next to the bird. So that would create another airlock for us on that second story. So let's, jeez, I'm running out of food. Thanks, Alex, for cooking food. You're the man. I need water. Shit. Alright, hopefully it's not too dark. Sorry if it is. Hopefully, let me check the perimeter, make sure I'm not going to get jumped by crazy wild animals. It's been happening a lot. Like, a lot. Alright, so this represents the airlock on this square. So if we move over 1, this should be the actual inside. So if I want this to work correctly, I'm going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these. I am going to put a pillar. Hopefully I can get it to snap downward. Try to put a pillar. There we go. For a couple reasons. If we have to build out, that pillar is going to make it so we can actually put more foundations, or I should say walls and ceilings out there. Plus, it should soak some of the damage if somebody gets up under here. I'll eventually put a skirt around this, but for now, this should probably do. Alright, now that we've got this platform to actually put the vault on, and it's not going to take up all of the space. Like I said, it's more like 1.5 by 1.5. The trick here, when placing the vault, is going to be snapping it in, because it's so big, and as you see it here, you can kind of see the back of it, or those little notches on the side of the vault there on the left and right, those two like notches. It's really hard to see where the back of the vault is. So what I really like to do is put up the walls first, knock out the wall on the inside, and kind of create a... Here, I'll show you. If I don't have the parts. Oh, nice. It's finally daytime. Alex is having a rough go at it. Alright, we'll grab a door and we'll grab some walls. I'm not going to grab a bunch just in case it gets snagged out here. And I'm going to put the vault away. You know what? I thought we could put a foundation out here. Oof, you know what? I think I'm going to try that. I think the ground is maybe flat enough in one or two of these areas, and I'd prefer to put a foundation down, so I think it's this one. So I'm going to risk it, demolish it. Eesh, I hate demolishing stuff. Ugh. Let's see if this is the one that snaps. I could be totally wrong. Shit. Oh, I did? I got it to snap? Yes. Okay, making sure that doesn't jump anywhere. Good. Okay, well, at least we've got some of that sitting on good solid ground. Okay, so right here is going to be the cabinet on the inside, and right here is where the bed's at. If we're looking at logistics on the inside, it's probably going to make more sense for us to actually move this completely and stick the doorway right there. We will be doing this in waves. We won't be doing all of the construction to this base. We'll be doing it gradually as the series goes on, and this is a pretty good start on... we got a wild RG. Shit. This will be a pretty good start or addition to here on this base, but if you're looking for more additions, you can go check out BioLaser's channel. The link to his channel is in the card here and in the description below. You'll see more of our improvements there on his channel as well, and you'll also see some more raids, attacks, and just general things about this server as we play it. I hope this guy's at high level. I think he's high level. Shit, I missed it. Really? Missed a shot? There we go. Alright, so we do have the platform here. Hopefully enough space. Nope, not hopefully. We do have enough space. We've got... I can't get up there, damn it. Well, regardless, I'm going to create a small wedge or corner to kind of line this thing up. So as I have that doorway open, I can actually place this and not worry about it going over the edge. And if you look, this does create a layer of honeycomb or insulation around the base. I mean, good luck. Even if they got through these and the foundation, you'd still have to make your way into the main area, and the vault right there is definitely going to soak up a lot of damage, and it will create an artificial wall when it's actually broken, because it will just drop, and it's not going to drop that far. So let's put our doorway here. Actually, let's blow this out first. This does make us very vulnerable, so I'm going to try to do this very quickly. I'll try to place it here. You see how much extra space we have on the side. It's quite substantial. Let me see if I can wedge it like this. So what I like to do is I like to bring it right up to where it gets red, and then pull it forward, and then go all the way to the left. And in this case, since our doorway is going to be there, you see how much leeway we've got. I'm going to pull it out pretty far, just so we've got some room. Oh, I thought that was a hostile person. There we go. That should do it. I hope this is good. And testing the back again. Now placing it. It's a little crooked. Usually I try to find a line that's straight on the bottom here, and we'll line up something straight inside of that model that we just saw that was kind of semi-transparent. But good, looks like we can place walls all the way around. I think we can even wedge people in there if we absolutely positively have to. Actually, maybe not. That doorway's going to block quite a bit. Alright, better get this doorway on before we get clipped. I'm always nervous when this is happening. Okay, got it to snap on the inside. And we cannot walk out there. I guess that's kind of a lost cause. And make sure that our newbies can get to this. That door kind of gets stuck. That'll work though. We can still get to the vault. Oh, or can we? Son of a bitch. You know what? I don't think we can. We're going to have to slide it down. Damn it, Janet. That does happen on occasion when you've got two different models intersecting each other like that. The game, to keep people from cheating or clipping inside, will make it so it acts as if you can't get to it or if it's locked. It's a good thing in the grand scheme of things, but when you're building like this, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Because that doorway intersected it, so it made it difficult for us to reach that vault. So what we'll do here is we'll create the access point back here. Trying to change our workflow on the inside a bit, but it should still work. Well, fingers crossed. Okay, snap at the inside. There we go. And I hope this doorway works as we think it does. Good, okay, it says access inventory instead of unlock this time. We have a clear shot. We're going to call this vault. Go ahead and try it. And especially on official servers, I know you do have to lock these immediately.
That'll do it for this episode of the Ark Adventure Vlog, episode 5. Tune in soon for part 2 of this PvP base building. If you like my content, consider giving me a little subby doodles. And don't forget, there's other series running on my channel. We've got the Ark Adventure Vlog, which you're watching, the Boyfriend Squad PvP series, and the Saga of Server 49. Tune in next time for part 2 of the base building. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.